Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very interesting and somewhat bad news because we actually have brand new information showing that Sony is literally being sued right now in regards to the PlayStation Store. There's a really big class action lawsuit that's kind of coming on up right now, and it's gaining a lot of steam, and it actually has a lot of merit behind it too as well. So this is kind of just bad news overall because, of course, what major company wants to get sued? But as well, especially when you're going to maybe get sued for something that actually kind of makes sense, that's never something you want to go and see in your morning business email, especially if you're someone like Jim Ryan, the CEO of actual Sony. So we're going to be talking about that all throughout this video. And of course, for the annoying YouTube stuff that no one ever likes, I don't even like doing it myself, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, or make sure you guys are subscribed for our PS5 giveaway that's ending very soon. Smash the like button if you guys would like. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream link down below if you guys would like to go and follow. We also have the Amazon links down below because we keep on seeing a lot of Amazon stuff popping on up for the PS5 disc and digital. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, and you guys go get free stock, free money, just instantly sell it. And of course, Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. So as I mentioned, we have a lot of kind of crazy stuff going on right now when it comes to this Sony lawsuit. And it's also intriguing too as well, because we also did go and see a lot of the Epic Games Store, and if you guys have actually been seeing that ongoing court case with Epic Games versus Apple, that Sony was also involved with that quite a bit too as well. So there's a lot of legal things going on with Sony, but for this one, this is a brand new thing that kind of just came out a few days ago. So let's go talk about this, which is kind of not all around good news. And of course, for these types of videos, I would always love to hear your thoughts down below. But basically, we actually had this somewhat breakdown over from Bloomberg. We'll also go a little bit more in depth to as well in a few moments. But basically, we have a confirmation that Sony is now being sued for limiting purchases of games to the PlayStation Store. So basically, it's kind of a really big thing when it comes to the PS4 and PS5 store. So basically, Sony Interactive Entertainment LLC is operating an unlawful monopoly by restricting purchases of PlayStation games to its in-house store, consumers claimed in a lawsuit. In a proposed class action suit, the gamers said that Sony stopped allowing third-party retailers, including, say, Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart, etc., to sell download codes for the PlayStation games 2 years ago, which would also be a really big kind of annoyance because we also have a digital PS5, and so if you're only strictly able to go and buy things on literally the PlayStation network, it's good for Sony, but also may lead into really big issues as well. So basically, yeah, that basically all Amazon, Best Buy, and stuff can actually do with that. As a result, Sony's PlayStation Store has become the only source for digital PlayStation games, the consumers said. Sony's monopoly allows it to charge super competitive prices for digital PlayStation games, which are significantly higher than their physical counterparts sold in a competitive retail market, and significantly higher than they would be in a competitive retail market for digital games, the consumers said. People end up paying as much as 175% more for downloadable games than the same old ones on disc, according to the suit. Which is very, very intriguing too as well, because basically that's saying, hey, like you have all these digital games, kind of think like Nintendo. Your games are always $60, very rarely on sale. If it was on a normal market where you had other people like Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, etc., also selling all these versions, they would be cheaper. And we kind of actually see this a lot when it comes to like Steam and EA, Origin, etc., or even Epic Games Store. That actually is pretty true, because if you have competition or if one place goes on sale, typically another place would also like to go on sale to also go and compete with the prices. And we also do see a lot of Steam games actually drastically drop in prices a lot faster. So actually, some of this actually does have a little bit more merit to as well. I kind of go talk about this too as well for the secondary part, because there's a little bit more on the in-depth side. So basically, a PlayStation user, as we mentioned, is going over for a class action lawsuit that basically is saying that Sony has an illegal monopoly over the platform, as we basically just went over. This was actually filed up on Wednesday night in a California courtroom, and lawyers claim that in Sony's 2019 decision to stop PlayStation users from buying third-party download codes is violating antitrust and unfair competitive laws. Sony previously allowed players to purchase games from things like Amazon and GameStop, but in 2019, after a leaked memo circulated online, Sony confirmed that download codes were only purchasable via the PlayStation Store, not third-party retailers. Those restrictions established the alleged monopoly over the sale of digital PlayStation games, according to the lawsuit. So this actually does have like a lot of merit and is just, well, kind of rough. Sony's monopoly allows it to charge super competitive prices for digital PlayStation games, which we kind of covered up before, which are significantly higher than their physical counterparts sold in a competitive retail market, as we mentioned. Lawyers also go and claim that popular games sell for, on average, 75% more digitally on the PlayStation Store than those sold physically, which is also very intriguing numbers to go and see. That number could be up to 175% more at its highest, according to the lawsuit. Sony made $17 billion in revenue over the fiscal year that ended March 31st, 2021, from digital PlayStation games and other content purchased on the PlayStation Network. The company said that in its earnings report, lawyers said that $7 billion, which is huge, of that may be due to overcharging via the alleged monopoly on downloads from the PlayStation Store. So, we got lawyers all up on this stuff. We actually have big filings going on. This is kind of bad news for Sony because it'd be kind of, I think, good news for overall consumers, because that would maybe mean that we'd have more competition in terms of sales. We'd probably have cheaper game prices. And also for a lot of you guys out there that like to maybe wait like 2, 3, 4 months after a game comes out, this would also maybe make it a little bit easier in that regard too as well, because then maybe it'd be easier and faster for you guys to actually go get a game on sale, which I'm okay with. I'm down with. But as well, this also might be bad too as well for Sony, because they may either have to go and divvy out money for anyone that's been affected by this, or as well, they may have to actually go and completely change up their business model sometimes, depending on how this court case kind of goes. Polygon has reached out to Sony Interactive Entertainment for comment. The lawsuit was filed as Apple and Epic Games continue to fight in court over Apple's alleged antitrust violations. Both Apple and Google removed Fortnite from their respective marketplaces in 2020 after Epic Games added its own payment system to the game, breaking the App Store's rules. Epic then filed 2 lawsuits against Apple and Google, citing antitrust violations. Epic's lawsuit against Apple is currently playing out in court, which has revealed lots of information about the notoriously secretive industry, which we kind of actually covered up a lot on this channel in case you guys ever watched those videos and stuff like that. Epic, for its part, is actually partially funded by Sony, because as you guys know, we actually saw a really big Sony investment as of recently. So they actually did go put a lot of money into the Epic games and also Unreal Engine, which is just like the engine that makes a lot of different games. For a long time, console users and developers accepted these App Store restrictions and rules as industry norms. That appears to no longer be the case, as companies like Epic take on the monolith of Apple, and now a group of PlayStation users seek to take on Sony. So as we mentioned over here too as well, we saw this major big case that actually got filed. This was filed as of Wednesday night, and kind of more so had breaking news as of like Thursday, and this kind of picked up a lot more steam, myself included, as of now. But we actually do this up in California. There actually was a really like a lot of big things kind of put on in, and if you guys ever want to, you guys can always go read through all this stuff. But they basically have a lot of major things against Sony Interactive Entertainment LLC, so basically Sony, and they basically want to go and bring a lot of people. If you guys don't know how a class action lawsuit works, you have the lawyers who think it's going to be a good case, because that's the main reason why they want to take these cases in the first place, because they think they would win. You have them. They want to go and try to find a bajillion people, thousands of people that were also think they were affected by this. They come and group all together and then basically go and sue them. The main like lawyers and like attorneys go and work on pro bono. So that basically just means that they just work for free. But if they win the court case, then they go and make a very large amount of money in comparison to everything else. So this is actually picking up a lot of steam, mainly because it does make sense. And also it's kind of funny because Epic's kind of doing the same thing too as well with Apple. So basically the whole idea and premise, and I would like to hear your thoughts down below, is the fact that Sony's being like, we mainly want people to go buy games on our PS5. And if you're another company, Amazon, Best Buy, whatever, we don't want you putting sales that cost us money. We also don't want you making more money or more so undercutting our own prices, because we could get more money, pay less fees, and have everything more in-house instantly, rather than having to go deal with that with having third-party retailers like Amazon, Best Buy, or whatever. So it actually is better for Sony, to, of course, to go and sell their games on their system, and also kind of worse for us as consumers, because that means we just can't have that competitive pricing when it comes to other games and other regions and all that stuff. Or as well, just for sometimes it does take a lot longer for games to say go on sale, or they only go on sale when Sony does that. And kind of the last final note too as well, we did also go and see Sony do similar stuff, where they also wanted to go and also get a cut when it comes to crossplay. And if they ever had revenue losses confirmed, this is all confirmed from the last previous Epic Games lawsuit, then they would actually have to go and have anyone who's a part of the crossplay, think Microsoft or Nintendo, they would have to actually go pay money to Sony in case their actual company lost money. So Sony is very, very like bottom line and revenue driven, which is not necessarily a bad thing because it is a company, but it has kind of been shown before, and have so far in both those instances have actually kind of not been good for Sony, because then the end result is, well, just not good stuff. It's just not good news. So letting you guys know that this is kind of a big issue that may be kind of popping on up and up and up. So we'll definitely go and cover up this news in the future. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. If you guys like this type of stuff or Sony news in general, make sure you guys are also subscribed to as well for the PS5 giveaway. For sure, leave your thoughts down below and like this video, just because like this is a lot of stuff to kind of go and dive on into and talk about. It's kind of insane that this is even happening, and we'll definitely got to see if it ever gets thrown away up in court or how well it kind of goes. But it is like a very big claim, and there are lawyers representing this case, and I guess we'll kind of see how it kind of goes and plays on out. As well, keep on checking the Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc and digitals if you guys would like. And on top of that, too, we have the Twitter and Twitch stream linked down below. We also do have the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go and get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. Is go and get free Bitcoin. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching, for hanging out, for chilling. I will see you guys up later on throughout today for some more good old videos. Love you guys.